Hi, this is Reddy, and in this video, I am talking about my course subject, cloud computing. In this, I will use GCP, and in GCP, I will use some services of GCP, and that services is Dataproc. First, we will know what is cloud computing. Computing works by allowing client device to access data over the internet from remote service database and computer. F- and First we have to search Google Cloud Platform free trial. Here is the free trials. Actually already have created my account, so I am getting like this. If you are in new in this, so first you have to create account with give proper informations, your name, address, your phone number. Even you have to add your debit card also. In that they will deduct 2 rupees because they want confirmations for that. After deducting 2 rupees, you will get $20 to 22,000 to use your data services in Google Cloud Platform. So this is the dashboard of Google Cloud Platform. And first we will see what is Dataproc. First we want to know why we are using this product and why we have to create cluster for that. So first, what is Dataproc? Dataproc is manage Spark and Hadoop service that lets you take advantage of open source data tools for batch processing, querying, streaming, and machine learning. Dataproc automations help you to create cluster, quickly manage them easier, and save money to turning cluster off when you don't need them. With less and time spent on administration, you can focus on your jobs and your data. So first, some new word is popping up. This is Spark and Hadoop. What is that? Spark and Hadoop is big data tools. In big data, we have many tools like Apache Hadoop, Spark, Impala, Hive. So many things is there. So in Dataproc, we are using Spark and Hadoop. And if you are installing in your system, then it will take time like one one to 2 hour it will take time for installations. And if you are doing something wrong, then again you have to waste some 1 2 hours. So cloud Google Cloud Platform is giving you instant. You can create data product, and you can access Spark, Hadoop, and Hive work. So and it will when you want to create one cluster, it will take only 19 seconds to create that cluster. So here we will search Dataproc, and showing 25 result from Dataproc. So this is the services what I want to explain you, that is Dataproc. So first, going too much inside in Dataproc, first we know that what and all is there in Dataproc. See, in Dataproc we have MapReduce and like how it will work, and Spark and Hadoop. In Dataproc we are working on Hadoop. So what and all Hadoop will do? In Hadoop we have MapReduce and SDFS. SDFS means Hadoop Distribution File System. In MapReduce is our processing processing layer, and SDFS is our storage layer. And MapReduce has two types. One is job tracker and second one is task tracker. And job tracker is master and tracker is slave. Like that only, in SDFS we have name node and data node. Name node is a master and data node is slave. So in both one is master, in that one is master and one is slave. So our master is like job tracker and name node, and slave become task tracker and data node. So first here we are getting this create cluster. We have to create one cluster. If we want to work all this ecosystem, then we have to create one cluster, then only we can work and we can work on our data. So first we have to create cluster. When I click create cluster, then here I am getting setup cluster. So we have to write some name. It's not like that name we have to use, something else we can use. So I am writing Riti cluster PMSCE. Here we have to select one region. It's depend on you, whatever region you like you can choose it. So by default I am using this one only, US Central A1. And here that region zone, which zone you want to choose. See here A B C D F, 4 zone is available, so I am using C. Here is cluster type. Now what is cluster type? A standard one master and worker, single node one master, 0 worker, high ability 3 master and worker. Just now I explained you that in MapReduce we have job tracker and task tracker. In job tracker is master and task tracker is slave. And in SDFS, that is called Hadoop distributed file system, that is a storage layer, and in that also name node is a master and data node is slave. So master it become like name node and job tracker. So if one name node and job tracker, it become one master, and n worker should be there. It's depend on us how many worker we want for our work. Here is single node. In this also one master and 0 workers it's providing, and this is high ability. In this 3 master and worker. If one master will fail, then second master has everything. If second master will fail, then third master will everything. But in name node is the heart of Hadoop cluster. Name node is centerpiece of the SDFS. So we will not choose high ability, we will go through standard only. We want one master only, we don't go through 3 master, because for that we have to go through very big programs, very big data, and in that data we have to use. So we don't have to waste that money whatever Google Cloud Platform has created you. So first I will go through in a standard. So auto scaling. What is auto scaling? It means like whenever you need some extra resources, it will increase, and it's depend on your data. It will decrease also. So it is flexible. So here we have none option. We don't have to choose any specific thing. Okay. Fine. Enhanced flexibility mode, Dataproc enhanced flexibility mode is called EFM, manage shuffle data to minimize job process delay caused by the removal of nodes. For using cluster, EMF shuffles one two selected nodes, primary worker shuffle, and Hadoop compatible file system. Okay, fine. See here some option is there. I told you like in In our big data, we have some tools, Zookeepers, HBase, even Docker, and so here I am selecting Zookeeper because I am working on big data tools. So I am using Zookeeper, HBase, and Docker I don't use, and here Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook we will use for Python. So that's all. These three component. Okay, fine. Even I will take Docker also. It's depend on you. If you are creating, if you are doing some work on, you are doing some project, it's depend on you ki what and all you want to to build your project. So here this much is fine for me to go through for my project. Now see, configure nodes is optional. We don't have to uh, give some details for this, but we will see what and all is there in configure nodes. Master nodes contain yarn resource as they were. So basically it is like resources, how much RAM, ROM, CPU it will take, it's depend on that. So we don't have to change all these things, it depends on that only, because here we have used here standard we have used. So in according to that only they has selected everything, so no need of to change all these things. Okay, customize cluster. Okay, in this network configuration, here we can customize our cluster, but it is optional. So network share and host, network in this project, in this network only we are using network share from the host project. We can host our project also. So I am doing this basic project, and I don't want to host anywhere, so I don't choose all these things. And okay, everything is default here. Data lab network default, here I use default. Internal IP only. Okay, internal IP it will work fine. So we will go through manage security. um, this manage security will show about their security, even we know that GCP security is high level, no one can hack it and work on my data. So it has very good security. So now everything is done. Actually first we have to set our cluster only, like main requirement is this only, and we don't have to worry about these three things. So now we will create our cluster. Creating cluster RT cluster BMSC. Multiple validation error, insufficient CPU request 0.2 available. This request exceeds CPU quota. Something to try request fewer worker. Minimum of 2 is required. Use a smaller master or the machine type such a node standard node. Okay. Actually already I have created one cluster yesterday, so I guess because of that they are giving some warning. So now I changed my cluster type and I am using single node. We'll see what happen. Creating cluster ETBMSC. Yeah, created. I told you in a starting of video that it will take 90 seconds to create cluster. See, it's 46, and it will take more than 1 minute to create one cluster. And that time I was getting one error because of this, because I have created one more cluster to check that yeah, it's working or not. After that only I am making this video, and yesterday only, see, 8 August 2020 I have created and I have used it. So it will take time. Here it will take time only 90 seconds. If you are installing in your desktop, then it will take time 1 to 2 hours. And if you are doing some wrong step, then to again you have to spend 1 to more hour. So because of cloud computing, it is like very easy to use many platform, and we don't have to worry about our storage and RAM and all. Easily we can create so nice. Google Cloud Platform is giving us 19 days free tires and $22, like a huge amount they are providing us to use their services. So it's good only we can go through that Google Cloud Platform if we are doing some basic project. If you are learning something, then it's good for you doing Google Cloud Platform only. It is taking what, 2 minutes, 2 minutes over. We'll see. Congratulations. Now we created one cluster, and I told you it take the time 90 second, but it took time I guess 2 minutes. So that's fine. 1 2 minute extra, it's fine to to installing in your system and doing in cloud. It's too fast actually. So now we will use our cluster. How we have to go through that. So first we will click on Reti cluster BMSC. So I got in dashboard, in my cluster dashboard. So see, first you have to check what we have did, that is that only they has that only information is there. No, we are not using another cluster. So first we have to confirm name Reti cluster BMSC. Yeah, I have written this name only. Cluster UUID, some ID is there, cluster ID. So this is my ID. Type is data proc cluster and status is running. Okay, so we are seeing some graph is there. So we'll see what and all is there. Yarn memory, I told you in earlier only, in big data we have some tools, yarn, zookeepers, HBase and all. So they are showing some memory. We have to get some memory, then only we can work on Hive and all. So here is Spark yarn memory, yarn pending memory. Okay, yarn node memory, SDFS capacity, CPU utilization, next network bytes. Okay, network packet, disk byte, disk operation. So first, what and all is this? In all our big data tools and all are like storage thing. Now it's not showing proper storage of what in a storage we use after creating and transferring our files. Then it will it this that blue line allocated, some symbol is coming here, that will increase. So later we will get, because now we created only cluster, we till now we didn't worked on that. So first now we have to work on that. So for now we saw in monitoring means that storage thing, memory and all, what memory and all they are providing us to work. See here they has written available 12.33 gigabyte. So much it is. jobs. Jobs, we don't have anything. Okay. VM instance. VM instance is RETI cluster, my cluster name, okay, my role master and SSH. I will come in this VM instance after some time, because this is only our main thing. First we will clear about configuration and web interference. First we'll see what and all is there in that. So in configuration we have some reason, what and all reason. We have selected zone, auto scaling is off, so whatever privacy and setting we did, that we are getting here. See, I choose optional component Jupyter, Hive, WebChat, Zookeeper, HBase and Docker. Everything is coming here as optional component, and starting only I have choose all these things. So network tag and all. So this is kind of information with it, whatever we have selected. Now we'll see web interface. What is web interface? So create SSS tunnel to create a web interface component gateway provide access to the web interfaces of default and selected optional component of the cluster. Learn more. Okay, just see what is this. Learn more. Okay, this is like data pro component gateway. It's depend on like how we have to use and all. If we are stuck in that, then this is very important place to clear our error and get proper output of that. So if we'll see, if we stuck in our work, then we will come here and we will try to find it. And it's very good, because here full guidance is there about Dataproc. Here we can get to know. See, Hadoop distribution, I told you about this. SDFS, MapReduce, Spark, everything is like big data components. So we'll not waste our time too much. We'll go our main thing. So VM instance. Here we have some option is SSH, and here we have some 5 option. Open is in browser window. It means like in you have to work on your browser window. Second is open in browser window on a custom port. You can custom your port also, and open in browser window using provided private SSH key. Means private key they will provide. Using that we can use, and view Google Cloud command. Use another SS client. So we'll go through view Google Cloud command. We'll see what happened. I guess I didn't choose properly. Okay. uh, I have choose use another SSH client. In this, what happened when I click this one, I got this platform. So what we have to do in this, we have to connect our putty. In putty we have to write their host number, sorry, IP address, that host name, and we have to create from our operating system only. But we can access from our operating system, but I don't want to go through in this. I want to do from cloud terminal. So what I have choose from here, I have chosen open browser window. Open in browser window. When I choose open in browser window, I got this one. So now it is connecting. See, you are improve your key transfer times migration. See, oh wow. So we got in our terminal. rt.goldie because I am using my email ID rt.goldie@gmail.com. So my name is like rt.goldie@rt cluster bmsc. This is my cluster name. In this we will see some Unix command. We'll see ls what and all is there. Nothing is there. pwd, sorry, not pwd, I want to say where I am. So who am I command I will use. Okay, rt.goldie. Okay, fine. And sdfs dfs dot ls. I have used sdfs dfs slash ds. Here this is our normal terminal. Like in normal our in normal we are using ls whom and all. Okay, but if you are using in if you want to use Hadoop, so for Hadoop we have some different command. We use sdfs dfs. For Hadoop this much we have to use, and in that what we want to do. So I have chosen as sorry h sorry hdfs dfs slash ls means list. It will show in Hadoop but nothing is there, so it is showing blank. If we want to create one files, then for user we are using cat hello. Hi, this is Riti. I am making videos for sorry videos for my cloud AAT. Control C. So if I want to see this file, then cat hello I got this. But if I want to create same file in Hadoop, then we have to write command as dfs cat hello. I guess I did some mistake here in command. So no worry for that. We'll see how. So here we have to write query for our Hadoop distributed file system, and it's like our Linux command only, but we have to little bit of changes in there for Hadoop. If I am using, so that time I was getting some error for creating some file. So now I am writing sdfs dfs mkdir. Mkdir means like make a directory. Today is Monday, so Monday directory I am creating. That time I was using on normal slide, sorry, in normal in desktop. Now I was using on server. So yeah, in one platform only I'm using on Hadoop also, and our Linux command also I am using. Now mkdir is created. I want to see, so we have to do sdfs dfs /ls. So before I was trying to create an mkdir hello. So one is hello, and now just now I have created Monday. So Monday mkdir directory it is. This I have created this on Hadoop. Now if I want to see in my Linux what and all directory is there, then we have to write ls. That's all. Hello, only hello one directory is there, and this hello is totally different. This hello is on mkdir, and this hello is on our Linux command, and this is on full thing is on your Hadoop. So don't think like that ki this hello and this hello is similar. We have some different values in this both hello. In this we can use our Hive also. See, I have written Hive. Then now it's installing Hive in our test terminal. It will take time to install Hive, and in Hive we have to write like how we are writing SQL in data in database, like that only. Hive query language we have to write in Hive. In this also we have to create our table, upload our table, and work on that, like that only. Like it's totally like our database management system query, like that only, little changes. So it will take time to install Hive. Even Hive is our open source tool, and Hive allows user to read, write, and manage petabytes of data using SQL. Petabytes of data. And Hive is built on the top of Hadoop ecosystem. It is the very important point. We will use Hive in top of Hadoop ecosystem. Before I was using on Hadoop, I showed you some query also in Hadoop. In that only I am using Hive. So now it will take time to install. I guess installation over. See, it's over. So for Hive we have some query, like that only we have to do. It's like how we are creating our table, showing our table, describing uses and all, like that only we have to do on Hive also. So we'll do create create database. In Hive every time we have to use semicolon. So database, first we'll see any database is available or not. Database, one row. See here, default fetch one row, time taken. It will showing how much time taken for 0.24 second. It is taking time to execute my query, like that. It will take time. So what I do, I have written some query on my notepad. We'll go through that. and we'll see. So Hive DML code. So here I have written some query. If you are writing some query, don't write on terminal. First write in on your notepad, then only you try to execute it. Because if you are doing some mistake, then from starting you have to write it, and it will take time. In Hive it will take time. If you are running some big query, then it will take time, like 1 minute, 2 minute also. So it's depend on your data also. If you have less data, then it will be work easily, and if you have very big amount of data. See, first Hive is like we are using on big big data. So big data, it's by name only we can understand, like some big data, very huge amount of data, we have to work on that. So let create database database cloud, create database cloud. Okay, created. Create 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 table table name we have to write computing, not computing, we will write data proc. Create table name. In that we will write something word, and that word is in a string. That word is like some value I am writing, specifying something. Word is in a string. Select a star from that table name we have to write. So table name is data proc. So like that only we have to create our tables, and we are working on that cloud terminal. And here we have some theme, light theme, dark theme, custom. So I like dark theme, so I choose dark one. Text size, even we can increase our size, our font size. Text size it means. So I have written a smallest, because sometimes I want to see some other queries, so if it's smallest then we can see easily. So we have to work on medium only, because it's good for our eyes. Not medium, not medium is too big. Smallest, okay, small, it's fine. Copy text keyword, upload file. Even we can download whatever we have written, we can download it. See, I'm writing 3T. We can download from instance details. Again, whatever we have created, everything we will get here. It is taking time. how to copy and paste, change Linux username. We can change our Unix username, but why to change? I am using reti.goldie Gmail ID, so that Gmail ID only I am using, that username only I am using, so that's fine. Stop. See, I was working on Hive, so I exit from that terminals, and again I came on my no my Linux user in Linux platform, that was in reti.goldie. Again I came in that only, and this is my cluster name. That's all. if you if you want to do, if you don't want to do from Google Cloud Terminal, then you can go through, sorry, once again it's open same thing only. So you can go through your use another SS client. So I told you earlier we have to connect with Putty. So in Putty we have to use PuttyZen. In PuttyZen, what and all you have to do, first you have to generate. In PuttyZen you have to go and you have to generate, and here you have to write key phrase, you have to write some information, key comment, key passphrase configuration, key passphrase, and that key you have that you have to copy it, because later you have to paste for your connection. Here I am, here I want to change key. I will write reti cluster PMSC. Okay. Password I am writing 12345. Confirm this one, 12345. And one more thing, you have to copy this one. Save publicly. Public key PMSC cluster. Generate. See, if you are not understanding all these things, then uh, then they have some guidance also. For everything they has provided some guidance. You have to go through guidance, you have to read it properly, and then see here they are doing this configuration and all. Wait a second, something I did, something wrong I have done. Wait a second. BMSC. Once again, I am doing this one connection. Sorry, password 12345. It's depend on you. If you want to work on this, then you can go through. Even you can use your cloud terminal also. Control C, save public. Private also. Everything is over from here. See, in putty configurations in connection we have to paste our info, that keys was there, that info we have to paste, and again we have to come on session and we have to give IP address. So we'll will will take our IP address from our, where is IP address, wait is we have to search our IP address, is that where that is created. One second, we will search our IP address. See, I told you in starting, in monitoring how you are working, I was working on the cloud terminal. So whatever I use, it is showing allocated this much. I have used this much and all information is there. See, our network byte and all. So you can see from here how much data it used to process our work. Oh, sorry. From that time, I was searching a lot to find my IP address, but I didn't see here only network interference, because see where you will get in this, in your RETI cluster BMSC. If I choose this one, So VM instance details, in that you will get your uh, primary internal IP address, that only you have to use. You have to copy from here only. I was from that time I was searching, I didn't see this one. So in top of that only it will be available, and for every instance you have IP internal and IP external. So that is the most important to connect for any servers, it will be there. And now we have to connect. And after some time I will get some login ID, in the starting only we got this one, this name will come, and this password we have to write to work on. Okay, connection time failed. uh, s- s- so this two we have to write at the starting, that's all. And it will connect like that to terminal only. What what we what we used what we use same, what we use on Google Cloud Terminal, like that only we have to use on Putty also. Open in browser window we used. In another assets client I showed you how to connect, like that only you have to connect with your Putty, and you can use in your operating system terminal. So that's all. I have completed from my side, and from starting to end, I have explained everything about Dataproc, how to install instance and how to work on that instance. And very important thing, this is free tires. So whenever you are creating any instance, then after completing your work, you have to terminate your instance. So I will show you that how to do that also. Here I have created this one. This I created one day before, like yesterday only. So this I want to, this I am terminating my instance. So first, yeah, here one more thing. Here we are getting Dataproc service agent, some service account editor. Here we will get editor also. If you want to add some other people, even I can add my sir also to see my code, and how in which project I am working. He can see, even I can give him access, like access and ownership is like I am using Riti.Golding account. So it was showing this my Gmail ID. Even I can add some others people also to see my code, and even I can access to edit, then they can edit my code also. That's all. This work will, this is like by name only we can understand premises. So we'll stop this one. Stopping cluster ETBMS will stop all cluster VM. We will not pay for this BS cluster is a stop, but you will not continue pay for the other resources. So they confirm. And after stopping my instance, I will delete my instance also, because whenever you need, you can create it. You saw also it's very easy to create. Also, it will take some 2 minutes to create. So wait a wait a second. It will take time to stop. Some process is working on, so it's going on like this. Still, it's going on. It will take time to install also, to delete also. So no worry about that. It stopped. Now I will do delete. So thank you so much to watch my video to how to create data create instant create cluster for Dataproc in Google Cloud Platform. So whatever important thing was there, everything I covered in this video. Thank you so much.